Hello everybody, and welcome back to more League of Legends lore. I started this series looking briefly at the history of the Freljord, but now I want to get into the champions who forged lives in this area, and I could think of no one more influential in the Freljord than Ashe, the Frost Archer. Ashe as a child was considered a dreamer by many in her tribe, including the tribal leader, her mother. She spent most of her childhood exploring the wonders of her ancestors and playing out the tales of the Freljord's fabled champions. Though her optimistic view of life in the Freljord was mocked as foolish, she always knew that one day she would stand alongside her people and see greatness return to the Freljord once again.
I won't miss.
At the early age of 15, Ashe's childhood ended when her mother was killed as she commanded a raiding party, and the young girl ascended to leadership of the tribe. Ashe was still only a child, but thoughts of revenge for her mother placated her mind.
No one escapes my aim.
As the new leader of the Avarosan tribe, she knew her first declaration would carve a path which the remainder of her rule would follow. Remembering her foolish optimism and going against the top advisors in the tribe, Ashe chose to not seek retribution for her mother's death.
Peace requires a steady hand.
Her tribe could not comprehend this decision. They cried out for revenge for their fallen queen. Ashe stood by her ruling, knowing that revenge only begot more bloodshed. She knew that there was only one way to make her dream become a reality, and that was to finally end the blood feuds of the people in the Freljord and broker a lasting peace. Regardless of her intentions, many of her fellow warriors did not see Ashe as a suitable ruler for their tribe and began plotting against her. Her assassins struck while she was on a routine hunt, but their initial attempt failed as the cry of a great hawk in the sky caught Ashe's attention just in time for her to notice her attackers approaching with their weapons drawn.
Misguided warmonger.
Ashe was hopelessly outnumbered, with her only chance of survival being to run away from her betrayers and lose them in the lush forests. She ran for hours with her attackers still on her trail. Ashe heard another call from the hawk similar to the one that initially warned her of her assassins. Putting her final hopes on this mysterious call, she ran towards it until she encountered the hawk perched atop an ancient Freljord burial mound. As she approached the mound, her breath turned to frost. The hairs on her skin stood upright, and an unnatural chill cooled her blood. She watched as the hawk that led her there flew off of the burial mound, revealing a single rune marked with the insignia of Avarosa.
Avarosa, guide me.
The would-be assassins finally caught up to Ashe in this clearing. They slowly moved in to finish the young ruler off. In desperation, Ashe picked up the runestone in an attempt to protect herself, revealing an ornate bow which was hidden beneath it. The bow appeared to be crafted from pure ice, and Ashe screamed in pain as frost formed around her fingers as she grasped it.
Ow! Ugh, who makes a bow out of ice?
The cold from the weapon poured into Ashe's body and soul, awakening a power which she had always carried within her. Ashe turned to face the assassins who were confused at what they were witnessing. Acting out of pure instinct, Ashe drew the bow which willed arrows made of pure ice to form from the chilled air around her. The assassins had no chance to end the young leader's life from that point.
Let's see how close they can get.
Ashe realized that this was a gift from Avarosa, the ancestral leader of the Frost Archer tribe. With her bow in hand, she made her way back home. The members of her tribe immediately recognized the bow and believed it to be a blessing from the ancient Freljord queen herself. Her rule was never again questioned.
I will unite the Freljord.
With Avarosa's bow and her vision of peace and unification, Ashe's tribe swelled in numbers. People flocked to join her in her cause for a united Freljord. Her tribe, the Avarosan, became the largest tribe in the Freljord and stood together for peace.
United, we are stronger.
As Ashe campaigned for a united Freljord, she found powerful allies who also sought to bring peace and stability to the Freljord. One such ally was Anivia, the Cryo Phoenix. Anivia was born of the Freljord and could sense that a great evil was coming to destroy her land. Looking to end the strife in the Freljord, Anivia offered her allegiance to Ashe. As she continued to seek out peace, she was constantly opposed by the other two significant clans in the Freljord, the Winter's Claw and the Frostguard tribes. Yet that opposition ended when the leader of the Frostguards, Princess Moval, passed away from natural causes. The late princess's successor was her daughter, Lysandra, who shocked every soul in the Freljord when, in her first act as the new leader, she swore fealty to Ashe. Lysandra pleaded with her people that the time for peace had come to the Freljord, and that it is necessary for them to live under a single banner. She won over her people and they accepted her decision to unify under the leadership of Ashe.
Stand together.
But still the Freljord was divided. The last tribe of the Freljord, the Winter's Claw, and their warlike leader, Sejuani, refused the notion of peace and unification. Ashe wanted nothing else than to see the Winter's Claw join their cause, but could do nothing to sway their convictions.
Foolish Sejuani.
Time passed, and Ashe's dream of a unified and sovereign state of Freljord grew with every new member to her cause. Her dream drew closer to reality when a clan of barbarians came to the city of Rattlestake to pay their respects for the late princess of the Frostguards. Ashe welcomed the barbarians and met with their leader, Tryndamere, after they finished with their ceremony. It became clear that the barbarians' visit was not for a simple respect ceremony, but to work out a mutually beneficial opportunity between the two groups. After weeks of discussions, Ashe and Tryndamere revealed that Ashe had accepted Tryndamere's offer to join forces with the barbarians. This decision was met with applause and support by both the Avarosan and Frostguard tribe.
I won't lead us astray.
With the combined numbers of the Avarosan, Frostguard, and barbarian tribes, Ashe finally realized her dream of forging a unified and sovereign Freljord.
We are one people.
The population under a single banner was sufficient enough to become a city-state in the eyes of the Institute of War, which provided her people with all the rights and protections associated with that status.
The Freljord unites!
As a city-state, the Freljord needed a king and a queen to rule it. Naturally, Ashe was crowned queen of the Freljord, and she chose Tryndamere to be her king. While they are married, Ashe has stated that their marriage was one of political necessity, and not one out of romantic involvement. Along with her selection of king, Ashe also aligned herself with the local Yeti population, appointing the champion Nunu as Freljord's League emissary. Ashe also extended the rights to the violent and rebellious Winter Claw tribe, offering their leader Sejuani a seat in the Freljord's Royal Advisory Council. Sejuani quickly declined and declared that her and her tribe would never bow to Ashe. For the first time in generations, the Freljord looked as if it could be a place of peace and understanding. But there was still an evil growing beneath the ice. This threat was not immediately known by many, so for the time being, stability reigned in the Freljord. This evil is a story for another time.
I will end your corruption. The fate of our people hangs in the balance.
Thank you all for watching this new series. Let me know if you enjoy it by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Stay tuned for more League of Legends lore in the future, and I'll see you next time.